Okay, so what I'd like to talk about in this episode is something that I've been working on for a little while, and I've taken my time to sort of articulate this because I didn't want to speak about this prematurely. So, all right, so today in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Anunnaki. Now, who were the Anunnaki and why does it really matter? I mean, I'm sure that if you follow these kind of theories and proposals online, you'll see all over the place Anunnaki this, Anunnaki that, right? And so the short answer is this. I took a lot of time to try and sum this up, but the Anunnaki were the deity pantheon of the ancient Sumerians. And I'll explain a little later why, through the mythology of all of it, why they were so important and so significant. But the interest in the Sumerian culture has been active and persistent since it was discovered in the 19th century for several reasons. So, first off, we have to understand who the Sumerians were, right? Now, the Sumerians appear on the archaeological record beginning around 4500 BCE, located in what we now know as Iraq. The region, aka Mesopotamia, has long been referred to as the cradle of civilization. Now, here's the thing. Before I go on, I just want to say there's a lot of history that contradicts itself, that intertwines with one another, so I'm not here to put any other historical piece of evidence or religious figure or story down. I'm just here to present the story and mythology and concept behind the Anunnaki. So, Sumer, or Summer, whatever you want to call it, was a handful of city-states initially ruled by priests. Each of them were organized around a city and temple now called ziggurat. Now, the ziggurats, dedicated to Anunnaki worship, were layered pyramids with flat tops, and these communities were considered to be servant-slave populations, if you want to call them, dedicated to serving the temple gods, which in this case were the Anunnaki. So over time, priesthood rulership gave way to kings. And so the Sumerians were skilled trade merchants and acquired lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, cedar from Lebanon, and gold from the Indus Valley. Their agrarian culture, or agrarian, sorry, gave us the plow as well as time, the 24-hour day and 60-minute hour time cycle. And so we can attribute our our current time frame and mindset of how we approach time towards these people. Now, Sumerian history is gleaned from archaeological and geological evidence. Written records are in the form of cuneiform tablets, I think that's how you pronounce it, and reportedly some 500,000 tablets have been recovered, but only a small number have actually been able to be translated. And much was also learned from translations of Babylonian records. And so Sumer was considered ancient in Babylonian times. Now, Sumerians worshipped the Anunnaki, said to be the children of the sky and of the earth. And there was a particular god of the sky called An, and there was an earth goddess called Ki that they worshipped. And chief among both of them was someone named Enlil, or Enlil, the god of air. Now, this pantheon was passed to the Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian cultures. And the epic of Gilgamesh, so that's like the story of the historical king of Sumerian city-state Uruk, is an ancient literary relic of Sumerian culture. So what I just mentioned is the mainstream narrative regarding the Anunnaki. Other people have drawn different conclusions based on archaeological evidence and analysis of Sumerian mythology and what have you, and translation of these cuneiform tablets.